I'm gonna make a scale garage today. I'm gonna try to do it in one day. So this is gonna be a 1-day build. I do gotta mill all the wood down, so that's gonna take some while. I'm not gonna bore y'all with that. I'm gonna use a simple Ryobi $100 table saw. Can't really use this because when you rip down small wood, it'll suck in there. So you gotta make a template, and I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna bring the blade up, and it'll give me a 0 tolerance there, and it won't suck boards in. I'm gonna get after it. I'm gonna just rip down a bunch of wood, and then I'll come back with some building. So now my space between there won't suck down a board. That's the importance of that board. Big gap, small gap. I gotta make a bunch of studs, so I don't want to cut one at a time. I'm gonna set this at a mark, which is my height of my studs, and that'll allow me to cut more than one at one time, and they're all perfectly the same. Make life easier, right? This wood is awesome. So I'm using Sinker Cypress. It's river reclaimed wood. This wood's been on the bottom of a river for at least 100 years. I just like using this because the grains are super tight and it looks scale. It looks like real 2x4s just because the grain is so tight. See how tight it is? It's just because this tree is super old. You can see the darkness on this just because this was setting in mud. And look at how many rings there are. You couldn't count them if you wanted to, and if you did, I'm talking, this is like at least, 800-year-old tree that was cut down 100 years ago. Really awesome wood. Awesome. My friend Lewis hooked me up, and he does a lot of awesome woodwork. Yeah, these are some of his drops, but very expensive wood. I know, making a scale garage out of it, but yes. I got my pin nailer right here that I'm gonna nail with, and I got these pin nails. They are 23 gauge 3/8 pin nails. I got these at Woodcraft. You can get some at Home Depot, but they don't really have the smaller size. I think they got 3/4 and 1 inch. I got some of those. I might as well use those up, but I'm fixing to start the building. I got it all marked out where my studs go. Start rocking and rolling. To get the bottom plates marked out first, because when you build a wall, you always have to have a bottom plate. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark my bottom plates, get those marked out and cut and placed down. The plans said 24 by 24. It's a real house plans. I just scaled it down. It's gonna be a scaled down 24 square foot garage. When you scale that down, it's about 1 1/8 inch. Strong is about 1/10 square foot. There's all my studs. I need like 23 of them here, 23 of them over there, 23 in the back. Front's gonna be open. Yeah, lots of studs. But this is my favorite part, putting it together. Just doing some scale stuff. Making a video. Marking this so I know what size my header is going to be. Crappy one. And now I am cutting these little bitty things to go in between these roof trusses, just because I don't want to see that gap up there. I already did the other side. It should look like that. Almost done. Getting there. Kind of like a model. Wake up and do a little bit of it when you have time. Set it to the side, come back to it. Detailed pieces usually take a little bit longer than just regular. Actually gonna make a plywood one just to show y'all the difference in, you know, how fast you can make something. Or I pretty much do almost all the build with the table saw. Put a little glue, bam, 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 bam. Each piece gets a little bit of glue. And I don't like making them so tight, but this one I made it super tight. That's what happens. Sometimes precision gets you. Sometimes being like super precise makes it not fun because it's a super tight fit, but that looks good. Let's see if this one goes in. That one fits good. A little glue, a little nail. I usually like to put all these down and then just go down the line and glue and nail them. One of these nails should hold after the glue, so I'm not gonna go crazy with nails. I went a little crazy with these. I put 2 nails in each one. I didn't need to, but all right, those little pieces are done. Roof, I got the roof. I don't know what type of roof I want to put on there yet, so I'm kind of still waiting. It's gonna be a steel roof, but I'm just not sure of what type of roof I want to put, so that's on hold. Other than that, she looks pretty cool. About halfway to me. So, yep. All right. Heck yeah. Get a nice feel. That's just some primer. I'm still gonna paint it, but it's always good to give it a good coat of primer. I'm using Rust-Oleum, $5.90 something, $6 at Home Depot, at your local Home Depot. I'm just gonna use this whole can, might as well. No need holding on a can with just a couple of sprays left in it. Make sure all my trim is painted. As you can see, I put some little trim on there. You know, I guess it's that 1x2 on the top of where the drip edge goes. It's the little details that make it look great. And then I'm gonna put the roof on there. And that is the end of this can. Stone gray. This should be fun. So it can last in the weather if you decided you wanted to leave this outside. And that's it. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna give it a little bit, let it dry, and then I'll come back and give it another coat.